Prop 19 in California, we've been there since the beginning, explaining what Prop 19 meant, running through the different ways you can use it, giving you different examples of how to calculate your property taxes. We've been in front of the whiteboard several times, but there's one more important thing we need to share, and that is the Proposition 19 paperwork. We're going to run through the form you need to fill out in order to transfer your property tax basis anywhere in the state of California. Hey there, Christian Walsh, real estate agent with Wire Associates. We've been helping buyers and sellers know their rights before things go wrong. A few important points. Number one is we can't give tax or legal advice, but for the most honest and up-to-date real estate advice, subscribe to this channel. Number two is, when do you fill out the form we're about to run through? You fill it out when both transactions have been completed. And what do we mean by that? Well, remember, under Prop 19, your primary residence must be sold and you'll purchase a replacement primary residence, but you can do it in either order. You can sell first, then buy, or buy first, then sell. And remember, we showed you the math in either direction. Once both of those are done, then you're going to fill out the form and submit it. But number three, who do you submit it to? You are going to submit the form in the county where you purchased the replacement property. So no matter where you purchased that replacement property in any of the 58 counties in California, you're going to send in the form into that county. First stop we're going to make for the California Prop 19 paperwork, we're going to stop at the California State Board of Equalization website where they talk about Prop 19. Actually, a lot of great stuff here, and we'll have a link below so you can take a look. Covers the different ways that Prop 19 can be used. We are currently talking about the base year value transfer, and don't forget it can be used in three ways. The most common way is if you're age 55 or older. A lot of folks are going to take advantage of the Prop 19 base year value transfer for that, but it's also for those who are severely and permanently disabled and victims of wildfire or natural disaster. They fill out different paperwork. It is referenced here. Tells you what you need to fill out for each of those to transfer your base year value. So we need BOE 19B. That's the name of the form. BOE, Board of Equalization, 19 is Prop 19, and B, well, B is for the form. So now we know the exact form we need. In addition to the frequently asked questions and a whole lot of other important information here on this website, they also have a list of all the county assessors, auditors, and controllers, etc. This is handy if you want to get to your assessor in your county. It has phone numbers, and when you click on the names, it takes you to the website for that county. So this is very handy. Let's see, it has all 58 counties covered right here, and we'll have a link to that. So where do we download BOE 19B and any other form the assessor asks you to download? You get it right here. Cal Assessor eForms. We'll have a link below so you can access this directly. One important thing you need to make sure you do is that you are in the year that you're trying to submit a form for. So it says right here, 2023. Other years, if you need a form for past years, or we're in 2024, for example. This is where you're going to click and you're going to go into the other years. This has all the different BOE 19B forms for 47 of the counties in California right here. And additionally, it has the other forms you'd need if you were submitting to transfer your base value due to a disability or a natural disaster. Those forms are here. Plus every other form that the assessor could ever dream of, you will find here. I can't leave you hanging now. Let's run through one. Hey, and don't forget, we're real estate agents. Before you make a move with Prop 19, make sure you reach out. We have a link below. I've already showed you where to get it. We'll take a quick look. This happens to be BOE 19B for the County of Orange, and this is good for the year 2023. They're actually all pretty darn similar, just different branding. At the top, it shows County of Orange, some different tracking numbers for Orange, and shows you where to go, and also shows the website. And remember, at least one person taking advantage of this, so if it's a husband and wife, at least one has to be 55. They're going to be the one who fills this out. So it's easy. So it's broken down into replacement primary residence and the original primary residence, former property. Remember, you can go either directions with it. You can buy then sell or sell then buy. So just make sure you put them in the right order on here, whichever one's a replacement. So you need the assessor parcel number, date of purchase, the purchase price, the address, recorder's document number. If there's new construction involved, there's some certain things you fill out here. We won't go into that. I can release additional content on Prop 19 and new construction. So question number 1 is an important one. Do you occupy the replacement primary residence as your principal residence? And if you answer no, you will not qualify for Prop 19. It needs to be a principal residence to a principal residence. So it must be yes. Number 2 is related to whether it's a multi-unit property. There can be a transfer from a duplex to a house or a house to a duplex. And number 3 is related to new construction. If you have new construction involved, I would just reach out to the assessor's office. I showed you the contact info for every county. Then we look at the original primary residence, so the former property, the one that you're relinquishing. Same thing, assessor parcel number, date of sale, property address, sale price, easy things. Now, it's important to note that the date of purchase and date of sale have to be within 2 years of each other. So whether you buy then sell or sell then buy, those dates can't be a greater spread than 2 years. If they are, it's invalidating Prop 19, and you can't really fudge it because it's a recorded document. The assessor is going to know when those things close, so you can't lie on that one. Moving into the questions for the original primary residence, the relinquished property. Was this property your principal residence? Well, yeah, it better have been. Otherwise, this isn't going to work. The date the property was no longer your principal residence. It could be that you bought the new one and moved into it, and that became your principal residence. That's okay if this date is different from the date on the other property because you can do it in a different order. Number 2, was it a multi-unit property? Answer that. Again, duplex to a house, fourplex to a house, fourplex to triplex. Talk to the assessor if you have questions there. Then this is a different one. Did this property transfer to your grandparents, parents, children, or grandchildren? Talk to the assessor if that's the case. That would all fall under the other part of Prop 19, the intergenerational property transfer. And then again, new construction, we'll release content on that. Important note here, if the property is located in a different county than that of the replacement primary residence, you must attach a copy of the original residence, latest property tax bill, and any supplemental tax bills issued before the date of sale. This is important and brings up another big point about Prop 19. Before Prop 19, we had Prop 6090. And Prop 60 and 90 basically allowed you to take advantage of the transfer of the base value within certain counties, and then a few counties you could do the transfer between. So you could go from Orange to LA, for example, and that was limited in the number of counties. There were 10 that had arrangements. Now you can do it from any county to any of the other 58 counties in the state of California. So it expanded the transfer of the tax base. But as it says here, you'll need a tax bill from where the original home was if you're bringing it to a new county. So attach that here. Where it says claimant information, put in the name, date of birth, social security number, and check that you are at least 55. If you put no, then this doesn't qualify. So you have to be at least 55 and prove that you're at least 55. And again, it's just one person in the household. If you're married and a spouse is younger, you use the one who's 55 or older to be able to transfer it. You don't have to both be 55. And get this into the county where you've purchased the replacement property. You should be able to do this pretty quickly and get it turned in and get your base value transferred. You can leave your Prop 19 questions below. All the cool kids are doing it. Make sure you subscribe to our free weekly email newsletter. Even cooler kids are doing that. You get Prop 19 updates, housing market updates, plus a whole lot more delivered gently to your email inbox every Sunday. Oh, and if you like this video, you're going to love this next one. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Christian Walsh, real estate agent with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and Wire Associates, and we can't wait to hear from you.